Hey everybody, it's time for my January 2022 Pickups, Trades, and Donations video. Let's jump right into it. First up, we got some really cool Pac-Man stickers. These were donated to me by my friend Doug. He knows I am a Pac-Man collector and had these extra, so he was nice enough to give them to me. These are kind of like trading cards from back in the day in the 80s. I'll show you what the backs look like. See, they're numbered. This is 15 of 54. Up close, I have Pac-Man Hangover. Next up, we got this one here. Waka Waka, Are You Kidding? Pretty funny. Here's the back of that one. 42 of 54. Next up, Weekends Are for Pac-Man. I'm sorry, Weekends Were Made for Pac-Man. And then the back of that card, 39 of 54. Pac-Man is coming. Don't play this game. Pac-Man is better. So I assume this, you'd stick this on some other game. But pretty neat. This is 41 of 54. And last but not least, yeah, support your local Pac-Man. And here's the back of that, number 36 of 54. Thanks, Doug, for these awesome Pac-Man stickers. Greatly appreciated. Let's move on to the next item. Next up, I have this really cool Mario Kart Donkey Kong Hot Wheels car. Hot Wheels die-cast. I picked this up, I believe it was at a Target or a Walmart a couple months back. I like Donkey Kong stuff, I like Nintendo stuff, and I'm a Hot Wheels collector. So I thought it'd be neat to get this one. It's got Donkey Kong in the glider. Still in the package. I will be opening this. But as you can see here, there's a Donkey Kong, a Princess Peach, Mario, Luigi, and Toad. And down here, you can see the copyright of 2021. So not really vintage. It's a newer collectible, but it's Hot Wheels and it's Mario Kart. All good things. So yeah, that will be added to my collection. And on to the next item. Next, I have a Ziploc bag full of Atari 2600 manuals. This came from a friend of mine, Morgan, that I've been doing an open-ended trade for, probably the last 10, 12 years. We're constantly looking for stuff for each other, manuals, cartridges, etc. So these are some manuals that he had that were extra that he gave to me. Got an Activision catalog, pretty cool. An Atari catalog for specific games and things. That is really cool. A Space War manual. And I actually have this game, so this was probably going to be a manual upgrade for me. Now that I'm thinking about it, these are why he gave these to me, is because they were on my list of needing to upgrade. So yeah, pole position. Another Atari 2600 cartridge I have. Here's the back of that manual. Pretty cool. Next up, E.T. Tips on getting E.T. home fast. This I needed to complete my E.T. cartridge. So that is pretty awesome. Here's the back of that. We got Warlords. Again, another manual that I was needing to upgrade for my Atari 2600 collection, and these are in really, really great shape. Love doing trades with my friend Morgan. Then let's see, we got here Street Racer, This is an earlier game. Let's see here, the copyright, 1977. So yeah, this is one of the earlier, it might have been a launch title, I forget, I'd have to look, but the Atari 2600 did come out in 1977. And this is a revision 5. So pretty cool. And then an Atari Force comic book. These were pack-ins with some of the Atari games. I think there's a bunch of these, which are pretty cool. So I'll be looking for some of those in the future. And once I go through my manuals and upgrade the condition, the extras that I'll then have, I will have in my trade stash pile. So if anybody watching is looking for some Atari manuals, or you have some to trade, let me know. Reach out. My contact info is on my About page, or leave a comment below and we can work something out. All right, on to the next item. In my previous clip, I was talking about my Atari 2600 manuals, catalogs, and comic book that I got in a trade. So with that, I'm going to talk about this Mappy cartridge complete in box for the Atari 2600. This is a homebrew game that came out in 2018, and the box and packaging looks like something you would have got back in the day, which is awesome. This game is still available online, but what's really cool about this is this copy is signed by the developer, the guy that programmed it right here. And I got this from my friend Paul. It wasn't a trade. I basically paid for it, bought it from him. He's had it since 2018. I've been eyeing it for a long time, and every time I see him and ask him, hey, can I get that Mappy? No. So I basically gave up because I knew, I could buy it online if I wanted to, but I really wanted the signed copy. Well, recently he reached out to me and he was like, hey, are you still wanting my Mappy? I said, yes, of course. What do you want for it? We discussed price, and then I bought it from him. So I now have this in my collection and plan on doing a full video and a playthrough of this on my Atari 2600. On to the next item. Next up are some really cool patches that I got from my wife that she is going to be sewing onto my laptop backpack in the near future. The first one, Gratitude, black and white, simple patch, but the message is great. Have gratitude, which I do. I appreciate all my friends and my family and you, my viewers and subscribers to my channel. She also got me a Commodore 64 patch. It's got the Chicken Lips logo, the rainbow, the Commodore font. That is going to look really cool. And since I've been a Commodore 64 user since the early 80s, this fits perfectly, and I'm very excited about this patch right here. I'm wondering too if it's a modern patch or an older patch. Hard to tell. I'm not sure where she got it from, but it's cool. Whether it's new or old, I love it. And the last patch she got me, in my defense, I was left unsupervised. And for the people that know me in person, friends and family, they know this fits me perfect. I do some crazy things, act a little wild and silly, but in my defense, I was unsupervised. So that fits my personality perfect. All right, let's move on to some other things in my pickups, trades, and donations video. Next up is a donation from my friend Cal, and that is this sealed copy of MS-DOS 5.0, but it is the Laser Computer branded version. And this really cool blister pack and laser here. This is, I don't want to say it's engraved, it's like raised, embossed. It's really cool. Then here is the back, nothing too fancy on the back. But yeah, sealed DOS 5.0 on floppy disk. I am going to be opening this because I'm curious to see if I install this, will it actually say MS-DOS, laser computer or something, any kind of laser branding. So I'm going to load this on my Tandy 1000 TX. I'm going to put another compact flash card in it and do a fresh install of this DOS 5.0 to find out. So Cal, thank you for this awesome donation. and I will be installing it soon. On to the next item. Next, we have the Nintendo Color Game & Watch for Legend of Zelda. These came out in 2021, and they sold out really quick. Things like this with Nintendo always sell out really quick, and scalpers were wanting crazy silly money for them. I did not want to pay scalper prices. The retail price was $50, and I had some gift cards for a store, and I just kept going in, looking, waiting, and I finally found one. So I was able to pick this up, and I think it was only like $5 out of pocket with all the gift cards that I had. So that was pretty cool. I have opened it. It's got this little slider here, and I'm going to take it out of there just so there isn't so much glare from the light on the plastic. But yeah, here it is up close. And this has got, you know, the Zelda games, the NES Zelda games. You can see there. Lots of videos about this already on YouTube, so I'm not going to do a detailed video about it, but I just wanted to show it off because it is something that I recently picked up in the last few months. Very happy to have it. And yeah, Game & Watch, Nintendo Color Screen, Legend of Zelda. Let's grab the next item. All right, we're coming to the end of my pickups, trades, and donations video. The next few things I'm going to be showing in one pass is all Commodore 64 related, and I picked this stuff up from an estate sale. First up, a complete in-box copy of Stealth, again for the Commodore 64, Broderbund software. This box is super duper minty fresh. I mean, it is an amazing shape. There's the top. Nothing too fancy on the sides. We do have this right here, Commodore 64 disc. I'm not familiar with the game Stealth, but looking at the back of the box and the screenshot, that looks like Buck Rogers to me. And that I do know. And I've got that on cartridge. So I'm going to have to play this and see if it really is like Buck Rogers. If you know, feel free to leave a comment down below. But yeah, I picked this up at an estate sale. This was $5. Shockingly, good deal on a complete in box game. I also got 3 loose discs, originals. M.U.L.E for the Commodore 64 by Electronic Arts. This was $1 for this. No box, no manual, but an original disc. Pretty cool. Very excited, especially for $1. The next one that I got was Sierra Online's Frogger. This is probably, in my opinion, the best port of Frogger for the Commodore 64. If you haven't played it, you should check it out. If you like Frogger like I do, it is an awesome, awesome port. The other disc that I got, Castle Wolfenstein for the Commodore 64 by Muse software. This is an original disc. I don't think this is the original sleeve. I think the original would have said Muse. Don't have the original sleeve. But somewhere I do have a manual and a copy of this game because I did own this back in the day. So it's probably in one of my many disc boxes from when I was a kid. I'll have to check. But this was also $1. Pretty crazy. Then the last thing that I got was this complete in-box copy of Easy Calc for the Commodore 64. This is a cartridge. This is a pretty uncommon box to have. And for those of you that are Patreon supporters of mine, you saw a exclusive video where I did some box repair. You can see here, oh, that's pretty crushed. That's how it was. But if you saw what this looked like before and you look at it now, it's in really good shape compared to what it was. But again, it's kind of a rare box. And this was $5 as well. So pretty cool to have it. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this on here. I could probably heat gun that off. Maybe I'll leave it. It's like some sort of security type of deal on there. But yeah, I got the Easy Calc. I got Castle Wolfenstein, Frogger, M.U.L.E, and Stealth from an estate sale for less than 20 bucks for all of that. Frickin' amazing. And on that note, I would like to give a quick shout out to my patrons. These are the folks that support me on Patreon, patreon.com/geek with social skills. Thank you for your ongoing support, and thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing to my videos and channel. It is greatly appreciated. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.